today, of course, is a very special occasion for us. It's not only the 10th year of the award that has been taking place ever since it started, but it also it's therefore a time to celebrate. But aside from that, I think it gives us a great time to interact and to know the heartbeat of the industry in terms of various innovation that have been forwarded for the various awards under this Apicta award. Ladies and gentlemen, the MSC, of course, has played an enormous role ever since its inception. And I don't have to really say too many things about MSC, because most of you are become a household word in this country, and the achievements so far have been such that we have been very proud of what we have achieved. 2,000 MSC companies today, 2,000 plus, 18 billion value of the corporation, 80,000 jobs created over the years, and of course we are still growing and growing and growing. And I think the kind of quality submissions that of 300 and plus that have been forwarded to this to the evaluation panel reflect enormous amount of innovation and creativity that have taken place. I think for that, I want to say congratulations to MTech again for putting up this award for this tonight, and those groups who have been involved not only in past years but in this particular year, whereby the numbers of companies and entrepreneurs who participated in submitting their innovation have been such that it's a marked increase compared to previous years. Ladies and gentlemen, the growth and development of ICT in the country, aside from those achievements that have come together with the performance of KPI by MDEC and of course partners in the government sector, the development of ICT in the country can also be seen in the manner in which Malaysians have embraced technology in their daily lives. The trends show that there has been explosive growth in ICT use and adoption as more and more Malaysians become increasingly ICT aware and ICT savvy. In 2000, when the inaugural MSC Malaysia Apicta Awards was first launched by former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the PC penetration rate was still relatively low at about 13.5% of households. Today, it has reached around 45%. Then about 2/3 of households had fixed line connections, and on the average, cellular phones were in the hands of just 22% of the population. Today, more people prefer to communicate wirelessly, resulting in a considerable decrease in fixed line connections to about 44.5% of households, and huge rise in the cellular phone penetration of more than 100% of the population. That shows that Malaysians hold more than one phone, and averaging even in the hills of Sabah and Sarawak. My Ketua Kampung, village chiefs complain against about government machinery, my DO, something like that. A guy that has no power in the hills, they can send SMS to me and say, Datuk, tolong kasih tahu itu DO, tolong kasih tahu itu majlis daerah. And that is that today, averaging more than 100% of the population in terms of cellular phone penetration. This means that many Malaysians have more than one cellular phone, as I have said just now, and proves that we simply love to talk. Malaysians are also politicians, I think. Malaysians obviously also enjoy chatting with each other via SMS. In 2002, when the related statistics were first compiled, it was found that 3.6 billion SMSs were sent. That might seem like a lot of messages, but it pales in comparison to the over 73 billion SMSs that crisscrossed the airways last year. Malaysians also have taken to the internet in a very big way. Internet use among individuals and businesses has surged over the past decade, and correspondingly, penetration rates have increased substantially. The household broadband penetration rate currently stands at about 24.8%. Of course, we are working very hard to meet the stated target of meeting 50% penetration towards the end of next year. I personally was hearing mostly, I'm still confident. I think if we can put our act together, that we will still reach that target. Very much dependent, of course, on my other colleagues and ministries involved, much so in Telecom Malaysia. And it's estimated, therefore, that more than half of the population use internet regularly, primarily through broadband connections, either at home or at work, or both. The local internet scene is, as we all know, very much alive and kicking, more than kicking. With Malaysians going online for a variety of purposes, ranging from the use of email and getting the news to conducting commercial transactions and maintaining personal websites. Malaysians today not only buy, read and learn online, more and more also tweet, Facebook and blog and chat. It is clear that the basic foundation for the further development of ICT in the country is solid, and we have before us many opportunities to move forward in creating a vibrant and thriving high-value knowledge economy. A key component of this economy is the advanced large bandwidth infrastructure required to enable the development and use of cutting-edge applications and services. Industry players such as those in the telecommunication sectors, and they are all here tonight, are constantly upgrading their networks to offer more compelling services. The high-speed broadband network that is currently being put into place, as I said earlier, is a public-private partnership agreement between the government and TM Berhad. Is also an important infrastructure component. We do need to realize that we need to make some huge leaps ahead in this matter, but we are confident that the target is still manageable, as I said, for 50% penetration by towards the end of next year, if all plans in place are implemented according to stated targets. With these ongoing initiatives and the groundwork that has been laid, over the years through various projects such as MSC Malaysia, there is a need for us to also focus on developing local content and content applications. Much of the content consumed in the country is foreign-based, and it's therefore very reassuring to see those new 300 over submissions. And even in the various categories, it was so competitive, and those quality submission, I think, is heartening to the heart. And although we see more increase in the development of local content, there is strong potential for further growth in the area as the infrastructure to support content and content application requiring high-speed network is progressively being rolled out. Ladies and gentlemen, the concept of the borderless world has been talked about for some time, but our world is now becoming truly so. With the development and greater use of ICT, we can build truly connected communities that share and collaborate on a wider scale. We have achieved much in terms of putting the fundamental building blocks for the innovation culture, but we do not have luxury to rest on our laurels if we are to boost our competitiveness and join the ranks of advanced countries. The government will continue to introduce new innovation-related policies and programs and fine-tune existing ones, and the private sector too will need to play its role in advancing Malaysia forward. The challenge before Malaysian ICT companies and entrepreneurs, many of whom are represented here tonight, is therefore to build upon the successes that we have achieved and the foundation that we have built since the launch of MSC Malaysia more than 13 years ago. We must innovate further in developing applications, services and content that will enable us to become a highly connected, knowledge-based, innovation-driven society and economy. I have no doubt that our ICT companies and entrepreneurs have the capabilities to meet the challenge, and I believe the winners of the MSC Malaysia Apicta Awards 2009 tonight that we have seen gone on stage, except one more to go, as well as past winners who have gone on to much greater heights, are proof that we are equal to the task. The awards recognize creativity, innovation and excellence among players in the Malaysian ICT industry, and it goes without saying that the elements of creativity and excellence are essential factors in raising our competitiveness and ultimately our goal to build an innovation-based society and economy. Maybe a parting words tonight for the industry in particular. I think it is high time for consolidation. I believe that there is enough talent and creativity and zeal in the industry, but we have not yet emerged big, giant ICT companies in Malaysia. Those companies that employ more than 500 workers are quite hard to find unless it is largely foreign based. And it is said that why is it that we cannot have an emphasis here in Malaysia? And the word is that there is enough talent, there is enough skill, the other thing is there is enough hunger, but there is in the industry, but there is enough government support. But I think what is needed is consolidation, perhaps, and working together to build a bigger industry, and that requires collaboration and I think much more networking among members of the industry. It is my heartiest congratulations to all winners of those who have received the awards tonight, and I look forward to further achievements and success from everyone here tonight. Ministry, MOSTI, will continue to play its pivotal role, especially as we move on to a stronger-based, innovation-driven economy as espoused by the Prime Minister. Thank you very much, congratulations, and good night.